Good morning, traders. Good morning, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Good morning, traders. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, type active in the comments. Active. If you can hear me, type active in the comments. Okay. Trying to check from my phone to make sure everything is clear. Nice. So if you're just joining for the first time, this is Happiness Hanson here. I've been trading for 5 years plus, and I come live here every Tuesday for us to trade together and make good money. So first, if you're watching with your phone, just click the settings icon at the top right and change the resolution to higher picture quality so that everything will be clear. Change the resolution to higher picture quality so that everything will be clear. You're welcome once again. Just go ahead and share out the link and inform everyone that we are live. Just share the link to groups. So I said, let's announce the $100 winner. Yeah, I'll try my yes. It should be today. It should be today. I've been going through the comment section. It should be today. Let's see who will be the winner. Um, let's see the comments that will catch my eyes on that post. But that's by the way, we're here now to make good money. So go ahead, share out the link and inform everyone that we are live. Don't just make money alone. Call everyone. Okay, everything is clear from my own end here. And for those joining for the first time, let's quickly welcome those joining for the first time. Let's welcome those joining for the first time. If you are joining for the first time, type your name and where you're joining us from. If you're joining for the first time, someone is asking me where is my glasses. I'm not wearing my glasses today now. I don't need glasses. When you see me wear glasses, it's just more of aesthetics, nothing much. Okay. For those joining for the first time, just state your name and where you're joining from. Okay. Watching from the phone, everything looks smart. So let's get to it. If you're joining for the first time, state your name and where you're joining us from. Okay, I can see you all in the comment section. You're welcome. I can't start mentioning all the names. I wouldn't want to spoil anybody's name, but you all are welcome to our live trading section. So all you need to do to be on the same page with us is to go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I drop videos. You'll be notified whenever we go live. You'll be notified whenever we're doing anything on this channel so that you will not lag behind. So just go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe. So for the OGs, um, those that have been with me here for so long, you're welcome. You're welcome. And you know the drill. Colette. 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 My OGs. Colette. 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 Okay. So let's look for money. Let's look for money. You know the drill. So we're going to start with XAUSD, that is gold. I asked a question in my public channel yesterday. The month of June just ended. How is your trading result? How is your trading results? The most Um, what am I even saying? The month of June just ended. How is your trading result? How is your trading result? Good, break even. You choose not to say. Someone say funny. Okay, let's remove the comments from the stage. Okay, so this is just subtle advice. Time waits for nobody. You get a point. And the year is moving. Although there is no pressure, but if you are still seeing yourself at the same point, then you are not doing good to yourself. In trading, it's not easy, but at the end of the day, you need to get to figure out why you are still struggling and fix that immediately. Don't remain at a spot. Don't leave that demo alone. Honestly, if you've been able to understand trading to an extent, leave demo alone. Go live. If you think you are not getting it, bring out money, pay for mentorship, and start your class and learn. Learn. Because I don't know for you, I caught trading my way out. You get the point. Trading changed everything for me. And that's why you see me, I come live here to, help others get to understand what trading can actually do for them. So this is something you need to take seriously, and it's not also something you need to play with. Because if you play with it, even that little one you have, the market will still take it away. So this is something, just treat it as a business. Stay focused and get that financial freedom you need. So pay attention, guys. Let's especially look for setup. Now, when you wake up like this to look for setup, you don't just rush in. The money is not running away. Most of you will just wake up, you are rushing to do your analysis, and you need to calm down, understand everything, and set your traps smartly. You see this thing we are looking at, this chart we are looking at, this trading generally. They don't want you to win. They don't want us to win. So you need to be very smart. Instead of going to the chart and pouring your money inside back to back, you need to be very smart when looking for your setup. Pay attention to your A plus setups. Okay, so on gold, what is going on? We're gonna start reading the structure from the higher time frame, which is the daily time frame. So if you're wondering the strategy we use, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. The videos that will be explaining our strategy are there, here on the channel, and I'll still be dropping more videos. Okay, so now on XAUSD, I can see that price has reacted off this resistance level here, and ever since price tapped into this FVG, we've gotten this rally to the upside. Price tapped into this FVG because of this break of structure. We have an unmitigated order block here, but that's from the daily time frame, so we can't wait for it, so it will be pending. Now let's focus on the recent structure. Okay, so from the recent structure, after price reacted off this supply zone, this was the last break of structure. This was the last break of structure to the upside, which if the buyers were still active, this should have been the origin that will push the market back up. Or you can see that price cleared that particular origin. So from the daily time frame, it has given us this change of character. But now price has tapped into a point and it's pushing up. So we need to know where price tapped into. So from the daily time frame, it is actually this mitigated order block here. So I'm going to map it out as support following this weak rejection here. So I'll be where price tapped into this support at this point. So that's the only thing visible from the daily time frame. Now let's move down to 4-hour time frame. Okay, so from 4-hour time frame, I can also see that we have this break of structure here to the downside and a change of character here. Okay, so from this change of character, we have an unmitigated order block here, which is this one. But we're going to leave that one pending because price reacted off this zone. So let's check. We have FVG here. So price just reacted off this support level here and it's pushing up. Now let's quickly read the correctional move structure. Let's start from the internal structures. So you can see this was the last break of structure from 4-hour. And now if we are trying to bring out the change of character, it happened here. So after that change of character, price tapped into this origin, dished out new break of structure here. Price still tapped in, dropped again. Now we have another break of structure here. Now as price is pushing up, this is the point it is reacting to. So now this break of structure, do we have a valid origin here? Although the order block here is not looking so inviting, so I'm just going to map it out as resistance level. So let's move to 2-hour time frame. Now from 2-hour time frame, this is still more like a resistance level for us to know whether price will react there or if the buyers are ready to break. So looking out for the valid order blocks, price has mitigated this one already. So now if we are looking for a good point of interest, we have this particular order block here which we can take trades from. So this one is the one that looks more inviting because it has not been mitigated and it has FVG present and we have liquidity that price will clear there. So let's move to 1 hour. Now from 1 hour time frame, you can see this is still more like a resistance level. From 1 hour time frame, we need to read the buy structure. Although the buy is just tilting to the upside without giving a very clean structure. So if we are reading what has happened so far, so This was an internal break of structure, which price reacted off the origin, pushed to the upside. We have another one here. We have just a tiny break of structure here, and we have this one here. Okay, so from 1 hour, this is still the origin that is more inviting. Let's check 30 minutes. Okay, so from 30 minutes, price is still pushing to the upside. All we just need to do is wait for it here at this. Okay, from 30 minutes, this is no longer a support. We have an order block at that point. We just wait for it here to see how price will react at this point. But we are not going to take aggressive entry. We're going to work with confirmation to know whether price is ready to, sell again from that point. And then we also have this level. Now from 30 minutes, this one is more like resistance level because price has mitigated. So let's move straight to 15 minutes, our entry time frame. Okay, so from 15 minutes, what do we have on XAUSD? So this is the current trend, price breaking structures to the upside and dishing out decent buy. Now this is the most recent break of structure at this point. So correctional move will just be a tap into this point. Generally, we have this origin here that price may want to retrace into before pushing up again. So we also have this point to wait for, but we'll still work with confirmation because price may want to grab everything here, considering that the order block candle is very tiny. So price may want to sweep the liquidity before pushing to the upside. So we'll still work with confirmation. So these are the traps we have present on XAUSD. We have this supply zone above. If price should get there, we should be looking to drop XAUSD. For now, it will be pending, while we focus more on this one to see how price will react at this point. So we have another block here. So we'll see how price will react once it gets here. So if you trade XAUSD, put an alert there. And then for the bullish move, we also have this particular order block at this point. So remember I said just calm down. Price may want to retrace and do something like this before it will keep pushing up. So even if we want to wait for a correctional move, I think we have a more decent order block here, something like this. So we'll wait for price here. If we are getting a retracement, we'll wait for price here. I can also see another order block here, but this one will be pending. So this bullish move, it just kept us dropping other blocks without mitigating them. I also have this one here. But now, following the current market price, we need to just pay attention to this particular one. So I'm seeing this one as an inducement, and I'm seeing this one, generally everything here as liquidity. So if we want to catch the buy, we'll have this setup. And we have FVG. So if we want to catch a decent buy on gold, stop loss will just be a little bit below that point. So let's say approximately 50 pips. Now, price is yet to retrace, so if it retraces from here, that is where we'll be targeting for the buy move. But then, if price doesn't get back into this point and continues to rally to the upside, we'll wait for a sell at this point. So let me refresh the chart so that you'll see the rally to the upside. So this is how it looks like. So we are waiting for sell at this point, but we are trying to also catch the buy just in case we'll get a retracement. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Someone is saying they cannot hear me. Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? Hope I've not been talking to myself. Okay. So let's see if we should get price into the zone. The point of retracement may be the first TP. We can also target this our sell zone here, as if we want to scale it. But let's see if price will get there. Oh, gold just wants to rally into the upside, but let's see. So we have two alerts. Set your alert at this point for a buy, and set your alert at this point for a sell. Set your alert here for a buy, and alert here for a sell on XAUSD. So let's see how it will go. Okay, so that is it for XAUSD. We've been able to break down the chart to understand what is going on. Let's see if price will give us what we are looking for. I would have been targeting here, but I'm not comfortable with this other block. So I'll be more comfortable to, buy from here. So let's look at GBP JPY. Let's look at GBP JPY. Let's start from the daily time frame. Okay. So for GBP JPY, we have this rally to the upside, but then we also need to pay attention to this resistance level here that price has mitigated. So after price tapped into the resistance level, that's the daily time frame resistance level, these are the key levels we have. We have this break of structure here, which the origin is this one. And then we also have this break of structure here, which price is reacting at that point. So let's view from 4-hour. So from 4-hour time frame, we can refine it to this point. This is the 4-hour order block. Now, considering that price is reacting off this resistance level, I wouldn't want to take this buy because price is currently reacting on this particular order block. So I will not be comfortable to take that buy. Instead, I'll be looking for a sell because price is dropping from the major resistance level. So from 2 hours, this is still valid. Now let's visit 1 hour. Okay, from 1 hour, this will now be the order block. Let's bring it forward. Okay, so for 1 hour, this will be the order block. Now let's check what is happening above. We have this break of structure obviously, and price tapped into the origin, pushed up, or you can see the you know roller coaster movements it is dishing out. So it's looking as if price wants to break that point. And also from 1 hour, we also have there's another block here, which is mainly the other block that caused this break of structure. Now there are other internal break of structures here, but when we go to our entry time frame, we'll know the one to wait for. Okay, so let's view from 30 minutes. Now from 30 minutes, this is currently the structure price is creating. So after this break of structure to the upside, price tapped into the origin, dished out the move, but then I can see a change of character generally here. And then we have a break of structure here, and now price tapped into this point and pushed down, sending it back into this other block here. Let's go to 15 minutes. Okay, so considering that price has already mitigated the other block, we can just map it out as support. Okay, for 15 minutes, I think there is an unmitigated other block below at this point. Okay. Okay. So now we don't have a clear break of structure to the downside, which simply means that the buyers are still trying to push this up. Okay. So which simply means that the buyers, they are still trying to push this market up. So we're going to have an alert here on GG, because now we don't have, after this break of structure, price tapped in, dished out a decent sell. Our price moved up again. So we have this unmitigated other block from 15 minutes. So there's an alert here. Let me zoom out so that. So there's an alert here. We'll have to wait for price here. Then we'll know whether we'll take it off from there. And another point to also wait for price is at this point, but we'll have to sell to get here. Then we have this extreme point from the higher time frame, which if we start waiting for price there, we may not be able to catch trades this week. So since we take our entries from 15 minutes, we need to pay attention to the 15-minute structure. So this is where we wait for price at this point. So if we are trying to set, let's set an alert and know the risk to reward ratio. Stop loss should be a little bit below this point. So stop loss will be here. And then take profits. We're sending it back up at this point. But then I want us to work with confirmation entry because price is dropping from a key resistance level. So it may bring in the sellers and they'll just pierce through. But let's wait for it here for GBP JPY. Is that clear? Is that clear for GBP JPY? So what do you think about the setup? A trade to take or a trade to avoid on GBP JPY? A trade to take or a trade to avoid on GBP JPY? So we are still very bullish on GBP JPY, but price just tapped into a key resistance level, so we wouldn't want to rush in. That's why some that we're trying to buy from here, price stopped them out. So I'm seeing price from 15 minutes that's been able to clear all the liquidity. So if we can get a slash down into this point, we may catch a buy. But let's see how it goes. So if you trade GBP JPY, set this alert here and wait for price at this point. So if we should catch this buy, it will be a trade of 1:6 risk to reward ratio. Someone is asking, what about the other block above? And another person is saying, can't see clearly. Change your resolution to higher picture quality. Just click the settings icon at the top. If you're watching with your phone, click the settings because it's very clear here. Click the settings icon at the top right and go ahead and change to higher picture quality. And you see that one that is spamming the chat saying you don't have money to fund your account. This is a new month. It's a new month. Stop begging and focus. Okay. So let's continue. Let's look at BTC. Okay. BTC USDT. So what's going on BTC? We also have price just dancing around this point. So we have this resistance level here. We have this resistance level here. You just need to be very careful with the structure market is printing lately. Or else you will just blow your account. Because what the structure market is printing now, you may think you understand it. The next move, you'll be wondering how that happened. So now on BTC, we have this other block here, but price reacted off the FVG. It was almost at the other block, but reacted off FVG and then this push to the upside. So if we are going down to the lower time frame, we're going to pay attention to the move inside here. So let's check from 4-hour time frame. So let's take this out. And this other block here, let's keep it pending because price is no longer there. Okay. So from 4-hour, you can see the structure BTC is creating just a straight line to the upside. No major key zones, but we can see this one after this break of structure. We have change of character here, and then we have this point. We have this other block here, and then we also have this break of structure here, and then we have this key zone here. So let's view from 2 hours. So from 2 hour time frame, this one is still here. Now this key zone, we should not even call it another block. We can call it a support level because there is no imbalance and the other block there has been mitigated. So we can call this one support. From 1 hour, the other block is here, which is this fat candlestick. Now, BTC, from what it is printing here, it's kind of ranging. So I'm not interested in this move, what is going on here currently, because now we got a break of structure here. And let's read the internal structures. A break of structure here, and now price just printed a change of character at this point and it's dropping. So I expect sellers to drop this to this level, and maybe we can buy BTC from this support. Okay. Now we would have entered this sell, but it's already moving. So if we can get a break of this point, because this is another point that can hold back the sell considering the structure. So we may try to catch the sell now, price will get here and start pushing up. So it is not ideal at this point. So we'll wait calmly. We'll calm down and wait. No stress. So let's check from 30 minutes. Okay, you can see how it looks like from 30 minutes. So from 30 minutes, it's kind of clear because now this change of character, this is the origin, which price has mitigated. And normally, if you're trying to catch this, this will be your TP because this is actually the point of retracement. So let's see if price will break this zone, and maybe we'll wait for it at this support, then work with confirmation too. Let's also confirm the move from 15 minutes. Okay, so it's still the same thing for 15 minutes. We just have this support here to wait for BTC. And then if we should start seeing a very decent correctional move structure, a break of this level to give us another break of structure. If price is going back, we can drop to this point. But now, there is nothing to do on BTC at this point. Nothing at all. So I will just set trap at this support and wait for it there. That's the support below. We'll wait for it there. Okay, so that is it on BTC. Let's look at Let's visit gold again to see the structure. Okay, it's not looking as if gold is ready to retrace. But let's keep watching. Let's keep watching. If it tilts to this point, it will drop. So we also have an alert on GBP JPY at this point. Okay, so let's visit US oil and read the structure from the higher time frame. Okay, so from the higher time frame, US oil we have this break of structure here. And we have this origin. So let's move to 4 hour. We also have this origin here, refining the origin from the higher time frame. So the structure here is just kind of just very funny. You know, when market wants to be very stingy, to just give you this type of structure. You know, just a straight line, and then it will come here and be dancing around. So from 2 hours, we also have this, we have that descent demand zone. So this range that US oil is creating at the moment, US oil will not see us inside there. So from 1 hour, it's still this um, demand zone. So all we just need to wait for is a break of this particular range inside here. Now 30 minutes, 30 minutes, it's still the same thing. 15 minutes, it's still the same thing. We just need market to break out of this particular range because nothing is going on here. You can see price will push up, retrace, this type of movement. When you see it, just avoid it and wait for something reasonable to show up on the chart. So US oil, the only point we have to wait for it will be this demand zone, or if we can get a break and start getting reasonable structures. So that's why I always say if the price is ranging, you stay away from it. So if we get a breakout into this demand zone, we should also be looking to buy. So I'll put an alert there. Okay, so that is it for US oil. Let's visit GBP USD. Okay, so GBP USD from the higher time frame, we are rallying to the upside. Now this is what we have. A break of structure. If we visit 4 hour time frame, we also have this one here. With this origin, 2 hour time frame, same thing. Now let's visit 1 hour. 1 hour, the other block will now be here. So let's see what's happening above to know the structure market is creating. We also have this resistance level here. "30 minutes, Okay, we'll refine this one here. Price is currently far from this point, so we'll just leave it pending and focus on recent structures. So now we have another break of structure here. This one has been mitigated. So this is the only one present at the moment. Okay. So all we just need to wait for now is, let's see what price will do if it should tap into this resistance level. If it taps into this resistance level and we get internal break of structures or change of character, then we'll drop GBP USD. So most of the pairs, they are trying to set themselves. The structure is kind of, calm at the moment. So no clean structure. So for GBP USD, let's patiently wait for price to tap into this resistance level, and then if we should get break of structure or change of character, any push to the upside will drop GBP USD, take profit at this point because there is another block at that point. So let's wait. So even if price doesn't get to this resistance level and we'll get something like this, just for price to clear the structure here, then we can drop. But preferably I want it to get to this resistance level. So let's view from 15 minutes. Okay. Now for 15 minutes, this is a decent order block, but the order block did not cause a break of structure. So that's why I will not be waiting for it. I'll just patiently wait for price to get here. So I'll also put an alert at that point. So the move we are looking for, they are not present yet on the chart, but we'll keep waiting for them. So when it comes to trading, generally you need to wait for the market to come to you. You need to wait for the market to come to you. Don't try to force out entries. Oh, there's a weak rejection here. Maybe I should just buy. There is no maybe. Anything you are working with should be your clean setups. If it's not there, fold your hands and wait. Just be setting traps and be waiting for price. Have reasons for anything you are doing on the chart. Have reasons. So don't just, you know, pink. You can tell the market, okay, let me just enter here. Once the setup is doing you like, let me just see. Just know it's going to SL. So you need to work with that one that why we trade with strategies is just for us to have something to look out for on the chart so that when we see that we'll have the courage to pick up our phone and risk money and place trades. So that's just it. Well, if you are just trading out of impulse without any reason, that is not advised, and you will not see me do that. For my trading, like I said, the trading this is very stressful and it's not easy. So if you come to add to your own stress when the market is not giving you anything, unless you have where you go to plug your money from that you just want to be risking it anyhow. But then when the market is not showing you anything and you don't want to be patient enough, you just want to make sure trade is running, you just replace, you will lose. That is how you lose money. You will be blowing account. And then you'll be wondering what you are doing wrong. You'll be wondering how those making money out of trading, what they are doing. Sometimes we just need to fold our hands like this and wait. Wait. So now the only reasonable stuff we can do on GU is to wait for price to come to this resistance level. Then we work with confirmation. Okay, let's look at USD JPY. I can see how you guys are dropping that already in the comment section. Okay, USD JPY, what do we have? Okay, so from the higher time frame, we have price reacting to this point, this support, and we also have another support here. Okay, so if we're trying to read the structure that is present from the higher time frame, this break of structure, now let's visit 4-hour time frame. Let's understand the structure there. Okay, now from 4-hour time frame, we still have this break of structure. Now we have this other block where price has mitigated it because price tapped in before pushing up. So we need to focus on the bearish structure now as price is dropping because we got change of character at this point. And break of structure, price tapped into the origin and it's dropping. We have another break of structure. So let's go see how that looks like from 2-hour time frame. Now from 2-hour time frame, I can just take this back. From 2-hour time frame, I can also see an unmitigated other block here. Okay. 1-hour time frame. So this is all we have. Then from 30 minutes, this particular block of structure now, this is where the key zone is. Let's read from 15 minutes and understand the structure. Okay, now from 15 minutes, what do we have? Break of structure to the downside. So here I will also wait for price at this demand. Let's see how the demand looks like for 15 minutes. And then we'll refine. So you can see the other block here. So we'll refine it to 15 minutes. That's the only thing I can wait for now on USD JPY. Okay. So whatever that is going on here, I'm not interested because currently price is reacting to this supply zone and it wants to drop USD JPY. So I'll be waiting for it here for a buy. And then if it doesn't come here and we get a change of character like this, then we'll work with the structure. But currently there is nothing. So that is it for USD JPY. That is it for USD JPY. So it's all about calming down. I don't know for you if you are seeing anything. Me, there is nothing. It's just, here that I'm paid more attention to. Just set your traps and wait for market to come there. Okay, what else should we look at? Let's look at Euro USD. I believe today I'm able to touch a lot of pairs, one after the other. Euro USD will obviously have same structure with GBP USD. So break of structure, we have this. Okay, from 4-hour time frame. This one will be pending. And we have this one here. We'll wait for it. 2-hour time frame. 1 hour. Okay, so from 1 hour, we also have this tiny break of structure here. And we have this origin here, 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes, this is what we have. So let's move straight to 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes, we have this origin here, but then looking at the current structure price is creating here. Break of structure, price has already mitigated this one. Another one. So price has mitigated this one generally. And after price mitigated this one, it's yet to give us what a new break of structure to the upside to show that the buyers are here. So we may likely get a retracement. So what I'll be waiting for now will be for this change of character to happen. I feel like that has happened already at this point. We have an internal change of character here. Internal change of character here. So this one will give us a break of structure for further confirmation. So now price has tapped into this one and it's pushing down. So we need a break of structure at this point. Something like this. Retracement will sell Euro USD will sell to this point, to this demand zone. So that's what I'll be waiting for. Let's see how it will play out on Euro USD. Okay. So we just have a lot of traps to set for today. And we have just 2 minutes to go. So which pair should we use to close for today? Let's look at USD CHF. Or let's look at US 30. Do I have US 30 traders here? US 30 traders. US 30, give us a very clean structure, please. Okay. Another resistance level here. Break of structure here. Interesting. Just a long line movement from 4 hour. Okay. Now from 2 hour time frame, we have a break of structure here. Origin. This point. Let's read from 30 minutes. 30 minutes, we'll wait for it here. Then 15 minutes at this point. Okay, we'll have, it's just similar to the structure we just got now from Euro USD. We also have another break of structure here. And we have another block here. Okay. We need to also see how price will react at this point. So this one, this reprojection, there is no clean record structure there, so we'll take it off. Okay, so I think we need to wait for US 30 at this point while this level will be pending. Now we can only target this level if price should break this one. So we'll have this. So let's check where the stop loss will be. Stop loss cannot be here. Stop loss will be a little bit below. And then we'll target the point of retracement like this. Okay. So this is what we have. Everything is intact for this one. And then we need price to clear this liquidity. Okay, so let's see how this one will play out. So that's all we have for today, guys. More of traps, and I'll be dropping all the signals in all the groups today. Tuesdays we drop all the signals called out here, all the setups in all the groups. So just pay attention. No rush at all. This is a good example of you waiting patiently for your setup, because there are times you open the chart and this is what you see. Markets will just be behaving anyhow. You don't need to transfer any aggression to the market. You just calm down. Just calm down and wait for the market to print what you understand, what you're looking out for. If you're not seeing it, there is no need to trade. Keep your money. You don't need to force out things. But let's see how it will go generally today. So I'll be dropping all the setups we're taking in all the groups. So the group is pinned to the description. And if you also want to join my mentorship group, we have that of the monthly, yearly, and lifetime. You can also visit the website. It's also in the description to pay for your class and start your trading journey, where I will give you a very, a closer watch. And someone is asking what is the difference between um, BOS and change of character. Just check the videos, the channel. Um, you will get to see the difference. But generally, break of structure tells you where the market is directed to. If the market is still bullish or bearish, you would know that through the break of structures. But once change of character happens, just as the name implies, change of character. Once that happens, the market has changed trend. So that is it, guys. Okay, I'll see you guys next Tuesday. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. So to message me on WhatsApp, let me quickly drop the number here. Okay. So the number is in the description. You can message me on WhatsApp to join the mentorship group. All right, traders, let's stay calm and patiently wait for clean setups. Don't rush to lose money. Just calm down. Okay, burn the comment section before we leave. Burn the comment section. We'll continue with the discussion in the groups. Burn the comment section. Burn the comment section. All right. I'll see you guys next Tuesday.